Shalom, welcome back to another video. And as always, before I get started, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to you, Aki, and pushing his word and believe in his word, as well as you few sincere Akwath who I believe in his word. To you all I say Shalom, and may the blessing of election be upon your houses. It's your fellow servant Malachiah from the GMS Orlando camp, back with another lesson. And as always, I pray it be edifying to the hopeful elect. All right, this lesson is inspired by a few thoughts that I was meditating on. Okay, when we were in the world, it wasn't much that we were certain of, man. You know, friends, family, your job, even life, you know, because like the curses said in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, you know, that one of the curses that will befall the Israelites is that they would have no assurance of life. You know, nothing was certain. But now that we've came into the light, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we have that certainty and that assurance that we never had before. You know, that certainty that everything is going to be all right. That certainty that if we fall, somebody got us, man. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that's a beautiful thing, man. It's also beautiful to know that the victory is already won through the Spirit. Okay, the elect has already been crowned. We're just playing it out in our time. Okay, so how much more, you know, beautiful is it to know that the kingdom is already prepared for those who wait, and to be certain of that. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 32. It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." And that's beautiful. Okay, it pleases the Heavenly Father to give us the kingdom, because only He knows how much we need it. Only He knows how much we've been crying out for it. You know, even when we don't utter things out of our mouth, you know, our spirit is crying out to the Lord, man, because our spirits know that the way that we're living is not right. Okay, as it says in the scriptures, we have no continuing city here. There's nothing for us here on this side. There's no glory that abideth on this side. Okay, not for the Israelite man and woman and child. For the rest of the nations, yes. Okay, but even them, they're going to rejoice when the new heavens and the new earth is going to be established because of the righteous rulership. Okay, again, this is Luke 12 and 32. Fear not, little flock. All right, we have nothing to be worried about, man. If you're walking in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and in doing your best to please Him, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, Luke 12 and 32, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." And as I quoted, you know, we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And the one to come is going to be everlasting. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be everything that we imagined times a trillion. You know, you can't even imagine, you know, everything that, you know, the kingdom is going to withhold, man. All right. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10, because the scriptures tells us on this side, this is not our rest. Okay, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Okay, so we're not supposed to be setting up shop here. We're not supposed to be investing, okay, planning to stay. That's like unpacking your bags on a sinking ship, because that's exactly what Babylon the Great is, a sinking ship, okay, destined to go down. Again, this is Micah 2 and 10, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." All right, we're looking to enter into the rest of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the true rest. where we're going to be free from sorrow, free from burden, any cares of the world, not having to worry about working 2 or 3 jobs, not having to worry about ailments of the body, your legs hurting, arthritis, your back hurting, headaches, okay? You can't get that type of rest on this side because we're constantly bound to have to go to work. As it says in Baruch, we are bound to payments, roughly paraphrasing. We are yet this day in our captivity. So how can rest exist on this side if we're still in captivity? Okay? Like I said, we're looking for that true rest, that eternal rest. This is Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering unto his rest, any of you should seem to come short of. And that's a terrible thing. You don't want to miss out on this rest, man. This ain't just a pit stop. Okay? This is that everlasting rest, man. Where we're going to be set free from the bondage wherein we were made to serve. Hebrews 4:3. For we which have believed do enter into rest. As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. So the Lord already formed this thing from the beginning. He already ordained those who he chose to enter into that rest, man. That eternal rest. Like I said, where you're going to be free from sorrow, free from burdens, free from the cares of this wicked life, man. This is Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Now that's that eternal rest, man. You're not going to have to lift a finger to damn, work for another man, making pennies on the dollar. You're not going to have to worry about the things of this life, man. So therefore, we're going to be able to begin living life. Because on this side, we're not living at all, man. We're just surviving. This isn't life at all. We don't have any life here, man. But what did Yahushua said he was going to come and do? He said he was going to come and give us life. This is St. John chapter 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. And that's exactly what Yahushua did. He gave his life for his flock, man, for his sheep. That's why it says in the scriptures that you were brought with a price. We weren't redeemed with money. We weren't bribed, by the, materialistic things of this world. We were brought with a price, man. We were brought with the price of his blood. As it says, by his stripes we are healed. By his stripes we have a chance at redemption. Okay, by his stripes we have a chance to enter into that rest that we're talking about. To enter into the kingdom that is prepared, man. Because those who are going to be redeemed, they're going to be the ones who inherit that everlasting rest, man. This is John chapter 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and will receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. The Lord prepared the way because he is the author and the finisher of our faith, man. Okay? Our big bro Yahweh Shai went through what he went through so that we could inherit his glory as well, man. He paved the way for us, man. He walked down that straight and narrow path first. Okay? This is Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed be the Lord power and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in the Mashiach, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace. As it says, he became poor so we could become rich, and we've become rich because of his grace, because of his mercy. Right? Verse 8, wherein he have abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure which he hath purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in the Mashiach, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will, that we should be to the praise of his glory, who first trusted in Hamashiach. Right? So the Lord has set everything up in a way that is playing out in these last days, man. Okay, the elect being predestinated from the beginning, from the foundation of the earth, okay, to fulfill the will. And Lord willing, we be partakers of that. Okay, Lord willing, we be of those first fruits who get to inherit that glory, man, on the first go round. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteous is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness in the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into the hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is shewed the treasure of immortality. And Adawan Ratazah, meaning Lord willing, we be part of that number, okay, who Yahweh Shai is making preparations for, making RSVPs, man. Okay, Lord willing, we got a reserved spot. Okay, that's all I got for this lesson. I'm gonna end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Just a quick hit through the spirit. See you Akim and you Akwaf on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.